Okay, technically, you don't need to wait for typical signs of potty training readiness. If you know me at all, you know that I don't believe in that. It's a myth. But if you're wondering when to start potty training your toddler, here are 7 signs I actually look for. And yes, number 7 is a game changer. I'm Andrea Olson, mom of 6, author, and infant potty training and potty training expert. Let's dive right into the signs now. The number 1 sign of potty training readiness is they're still in diapers. Yes, that means you haven't trained them yet. That means they're actually ready, because myths aside, babies are actually born ready. That's the way our creator designed them. So if they're 16 months or older, that's all the reason you need, because what we found in our community is 16 months and up is super straightforward to train. Before then, we're doing something called elimination communication, which you can totally check out my other book on. You could start that from birth to 18 months at the most. But I say start now. So diapers are not a requirement for toddlerhood. We're not just letting a baby be a baby. Diapers are a pretty new thing. And if your child is still in diapers, then they are ready to potty train. Number 2, they're between 16 and 18 months old. And actually, technically, there is a specific window that's called the sensitive period in the Montessori school of thought that's from 12 to 18 months. They train them, they put them in cotton pants, they train them as a class in a traditional Montessori school. But the golden window for learning this skill quickly is truly 16 to 18 months. After 24 months, we get an increase in resistance and a lot of distraction, because we have a lot of developmental stuff happening, like we're getting molars, we're getting very verbal, etc. Your child doesn't have to be verbal, and we'll get to that in a second, but between 16 and 18 months old, we found is a really nice sweet window. Between 16 to 24 months, if you're there, great, do it now. And this is technically your best shot. In 1957, 92% of American babies, per the New York Times, were potty trained by 18 months old. So they're physiologically no different than a couple generations ago. If you're in this window, start now. And if you're beyond this window, start now. The third sign of readiness in my book is they can communicate basic needs. So can you tell when your child is hungry? Can you tell when they're tired? Do they ask for help in some way? They don't have to know how to say potty or I need to pee at all. In fact, lots of toddlers in our community are potty trained and they're pre-verbal. We even have children with Down syndrome who are extremely delayed. They are having success with potty training with my method. There is no need for them to be able to say the potty related words first, or any kind of words at all. If you can tell and they can let you know if they're hungry, you're good, and that is a sign of readiness. Number 4, they're in the sensitive period for independence. So I mentioned this already, but between 12 and 18 months is the Montessori window of sensitivity for potty training. It is where developmentally, with Maria Montessori's method, she studied children and observed them and saw when developmentally they did certain things. They naturally want to mimic us adults and master life skills, and that is their work per the Montessori school of thought. I teach parents to ride this wave. It's the easiest time to train. So I say 16 months and up, but honestly, whenever you're ready and your child your child's already ready, like I said. The 5th sign of readiness is that you are ready to commit. This really does fall on your shoulders. This is your first opportunity as a parent to teach your child something, to help them gain an independent skill and mastery that is a huge gift for them. And your mindset, therefore, matters more than theirs does, because they're like little sponges. They pick up on everything. When you are unsure of yourself and waffling because you don't have a clear plan to potty train, or maybe your mother-in-law or your mom is really dissuading you because they think they're going to get psychologically damaged, which, by the way, what do people do before diapers? Is everybody in human history psychologically damaged? No, absolutely not. I help you take the lead with clear steps and confidence. I help my readers do that. But I want you to know you're ready to commit means you're ready to potty train. And that is a huge sign. The 6th sign of readiness to potty train is that you, the parent or caregiver, are just plain tired of diapers. You don't want to change them anymore. Toddler-sized poop is not fun to change. I did infant potty training with all mine. So all of mine were out of diapers by around 1. So I didn't have to deal with that. But all my close friends do. And it's just a lot, right? So we're going to take something off your plate by potty training. If you're tired of diapers and you're done, you're going to follow through with potty training way better. You are tired of diapers, and it's totally fine to admit that. We're in a diapering culture, so it's kind of taboo to say that, but I give you permission. You can say that to me any day. And the seventh sign of readiness is the kicker, y'all. You know that readiness is a myth. That's a sign that you're ready. Like, you've heard me before. I've talked about this before. Maybe you have my free primer and you're just like, yeah, I actually believe now that readiness is something that Pampers made up. Pediatricians pushed it, and our age went later and later thanks to the diaper industry influence. I actually sat down with one of the people who invented the newborn diaper with the little slit at the top from Pampers. He's retired. I can't share his name. He lives here in Asheville where I do. And he told me that this is 100% what they did because they couldn't sell a single diaper. In the 50s, most toddlers were trained by 18 months old. Now it's 36 months average. So that's a huge jump. There's no such thing as readiness. On my blog, I do have the scientific reports that show you should wait for readiness. They're so unscientific. I would absolutely question that. So go here for more videos like this.